Tonight, Eyewitness News is pressing UNC-Chapel Hill leaders for answers after the university identified 2 clusters of COVID-19 in student housing. Officials reporting those clusters in the Ehringhaus community and also Granville towers. The state defines a cluster as 5 or more cases in the same facility within a 14-day period. Joel Brown live now in Chapel Hill with more on how the students are reacting to this, as well as that response from UNC leaders. Joel.
Yes, Steve, different reactions on campus here tonight depending on which Tar Heel undergrad you're talking to. Some were shocked to hear this news that COVID was spreading here so fast. Others reacted with "I told you so." When we zoomed with sophomore Greer Webb Friday night about the news of the COVID clusters on campus in Chapel Hill.
Oh, I see the old well behind you.
Yeah. He was where he's been all semester, at his parents' house in Raleigh, taking his classes online.
And I want to be on campus, but I know that's just not a feasible option right now in the midst of this pandemic.
You feel safer at home?
I do. I feel safer at home.
Webb telling us he wasn't surprised when his phone buzzed Friday with an alert from campus announcing 2 clusters of COVID-19 in the dorms. 5 or more patients confirmed at Ehringhaus community, another 5 or more inside off-campus Granville towers. The news coming weeks after Webb and other student leaders met with UNC's chancellor and provost, urging them to reconsider the plan to return to in-person learning this week.
Because we knew inevitably that this was going to happen, that clusters were going to form, and that these types of events were going to happen.
Lines quickly began forming at the Student Campus Health Center. One Tar Heel undergrad tweeting, as he was waiting for a COVID test, he got the push about the clusters. Now there's a line out the door, and the girl behind me says 2 of her friends in her suite tested positive.
It was definitely shocking to hear it was in our dorm.
We kind of knew it's hard when so many kids are moving onto campus to keep everyone safe, but it's crazy to think that in our own building, it's happening here.
UNC says contact tracing is underway. Campus Health contacting anyone who's been in close contact with a patient, and says students who test positive will be monitored, either quarantine and isolate on campus or return home. But should students even be here? Late last month, the Orange County Health Department recommended UNC delay the return to campus and go online only in the first 5 weeks of the semester.
All of this, Joel, really seems to be state leaders, university leaders that are supposed to be advocating for students and bringing us into the conversation, really placing profits and politics over people.
So tonight we asked university officials if they were re-examining the school's COVID safety plans given this news of the clusters. Here's the response we received. I'll just read it. The university has been preparing for 5 months to identify, trace, and isolate potential positive cases both on and off campus for students, faculty, and staff. We are implementing those protocols and processes with each of these cases. Now, we expect a new total number of confirmed COVID cases here on campus sometime on Monday. We're live in Chapel Hill tonight. I'm Joel Brown, ABC 11 Eyewitness News at 10.